They are not first responders or even second responders, but the coroner's office is the final call.
We bring justice for the dead and compassion for the living.
Navigating death every day.
No case is the same.
But it starts the same with a single notification.
So whenever you hear that beep, that's an alert for us.
Each alert means someone has died in your county. But not every death requires a coroner response.
The ones we don't respond to would be of a natural source.
Coroner Tanya Check says they are referrals, often hospice or hospital deaths that are not sudden, violent, or suspicious.
I can say that this will be a response.
We followed Deputy Coroner Michelle Kirshner to investigate a possible suicide.
Go past this lane, arrive at your destination.
To protect the identity of the person involved and their loved ones, we're not sharing specifics.
What's the story?
But you will hear Kirshner and how she investigates.
When you get on a scene, you have to kind of scope things out, see where the person is, see what happened.
Is it at the upstairs or the downstairs location?
There are times that we see things that people just shouldn't have to see.
Do we have a name?
Our job is to treat every case as if it were a homicide, and we work to prove it's not.
I'm just going to take some overall photos.
We also do typically unclothe the individual. I had a case one time that ended up being a homicide, and if I hadn't removed the clothes, might not have seen the wounds. It is our responsibility to make sure that everyone knows as soon as possible that their loved one has passed.
Do we have anybody that resembles next of kin?
Then we decide, are they going to the funeral home? Are they coming back to our office? Do they need an autopsy?
So I'm gonna go grab a body bag. How about if I get my transport started though? Hey Tiffany, it's Michelle from the coroner's office. Transport's gonna be here in 20 to 25 minutes.
This is the morgue area. We bring them in, transfer them over to one of our tables here, and then most of the time they go into refrigeration.
Before the body is moved, Kirshner collects toxicology samples.
We label them.
Suicides, which in 2025 was the second leading cause of death in the county, do not require toxicologies. But Check says they do it to be thorough.
We will collect blood, we can collect fluid, we can collect urine.
Those tests are sent out. Same goes for autopsies. They're handled in Lehigh County. That means time, cost, and distance all factor into the process.
Some counties do their own autopsies. We just haven't done them here yet.
It's a surgical procedure performed by a forensic pathologist, a job often confused with the coroners.
It's our office determines that manner of death. The cause of death, though, will come from the pathologist.
But just as important as the medical investigation, the human side of the job.
It is the responsibility of the coroner's office to do death notifications.
That means finding next of kin, the closest legal or blood relative.
Okay. Most of the time we don't even know if they have family. Social media has helped. We've also had some different search engines that have helped us.
Sometimes those conversations happen on the phone, sometimes face to face.
From that moment on, they have to establish a new normal. Their life will never be the same.
It's part of the job most people never see.
You have to be able to read your room. Some people do not want to be touched. Some people will fall into your arms. And then there's times where words help, but then there's times when silence is the best medicine, and you just sit with them.
Check says it's not easy, but compassion goes a long way on someone's worst day.
I'm going to treat their loved ones with nothing but the dignity and the respect that they deserve, regardless of the circumstances. It makes it a little bit easier knowing that what we do really does matter.
In York County, Sarah Metz, WGAL News 8.